Hello, Mr. Sanjay. Welcome to Infosec Train.
Thank you, Saksham.
How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thanks. And you?
All well, thank you so much. First of all, grand congratulations to you on behalf of all of us for clearing one of information security's gold standard and elite certification, CISM. We are super curious to know how is your experience while preparing for CISM.
Experience was very exciting, very rewarding, challenging, all in one. We all know that CISM has got one of the highest standards in their quality of material, quality of exam, and the resources as well. So it was a very exciting journey, I would say.
Sir, as you have been associated with Infosec Train from a long time for your CISSP, CCSP, few Microsoft Azure certifications, and now CISM, just wanted to know how is your overall experience with Infosec Train so far?
Experience so far has been very, very rewarding. It has been very nice. I have been coming back again and again for my training and knowledge gaining requirements in various areas, especially for cybersecurity. I started in the initial days with CISSP and then CCSP and some Microsoft's certification for AZ104, AZ500, and the last one now is CISM itself. It's a fantastic experience. I mean, to say it in a nutshell.
Glad to know that, sir. It's always our pleasure to contribute in your learning needs. Thank you so much. Any suggestions or tips you want to share with the professionals who are preparing for their CISM and about to appear for their examination anytime soon?
So I started my training journey, I believe, in the end. I think in the last week of May or beginning of June. It went on for 6 to 7 weeks. It was weekend classes. So during that journey, I followed the trainer Santosh. He's, I would say, one of the best trainers I have met so far. He provided a fantastic sharing of knowledge, made it very interactive. I wouldn't say easy to understand, but he delivered it in such a way that it was very easy to grasp. Another thing is the preparation material, the guidance that he provided, which we followed. I made some modifications to it. I mean, as per how I would, my studying habits would be, but I'll just share it here. So what I did was, first of all, I followed all his recordings. After following his recordings, then I also read the CISM official manual. It was a one pass, and that one pass was pretty challenging, but not as challenging after viewing the recordings of the trainer itself, of Santosh. Then I did exam practice directly from Isaka's material, which I subscribe to. I wouldn't say it is depending. Let's not see the dollar value, but it's worth the investment if we really want to know where we stand in the material that CISM has to offer. That itself had got around 1,050 or 1,047 questions, plus 300 practice questions after that. So that itself, I took around two times of doing those practice exams. And then after that, I gave a break. I mean, I gave a short break. And then what I did was, with those exams, I practiced around 150 questions a day, because you can't cover like 1,000 questions a day. After 150 questions, you do feel kind of fatigue or information overload. Areas that I missed or areas that I lack understanding, I went back, read the manual, that particular area, attended the exam again, the practice test, and then when I see that, okay, my scores are good, that's how I gauge it. And my preparation was just in time, because right from the time the exam, the training ended, it was, I think, around 3 weeks after that I took the exam. So I had to travel to a different country, and I had to travel to a different country because where I live did not have the exam center, and there were certain considerations as well. But what I want to say is, once you book the exam, do not move the schedule. Stick to it. I'll speak for myself. I procrastinate. If I procrastinate, I wouldn't end up taking the exam. So I make sure that I stuck to the come hail, come sunshine. I stuck to the dates. And if you are traveling somewhere, you book your tickets and everything, you can't get refund for that. Not in these times of very exciting times that we live in. So stuck to it, and I made sure that I followed the training. I followed the training guidelines, and basically what the steps that I mentioned earlier. Another thing I want to say is, number one, do not overthink when appearing for the exam. When you are reading the exam, read the question 2 times, 3 times, try to understand, because I nearly got caught out in some of the questions where reading once I thought that I knew the answer, and reading second time and said, no, this is something different. The answer is now different. So read the questions 2-3 times. Number 2, when reading the question, think like a manager. Don't think like an engineer. Don't think technically. The question may have technical elements, but the exam is about security manager, information security manager. So think like a manager and attempt the test. Do your process of elimination. You will get there. And number 3, if concepts are understood, exams will go through. You will clear the exam, and that much I can say confidently. So that's all that I have to share on this one.
Thank you so much for sharing your valuable experience with us, sir. It was super exciting and wonderful to have you and listen from you. There are many professionals like Mr. Sanjay who are enrolled with us for their CISM and many other information security and cybersecurity certifications. We are reachable and available on www.infosectrain.com. Thank you so much, Mr. Sanjay, for your valuable time. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.